to a place you've never been before.
It's a dream.
We're 3 minutes away from...
We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good.
31 seconds, and we're still looking very good. Quiet. 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 Reaching out to the world.
Play good. Very latest information on an amazing show.
Reaching out into other worlds.
You're gonna dig this.
You are now entering.
With a little bit of help from his friends, who's responsible for turning millions of people onto the joys of gaming. While he might be getting a little frayed around the edges, his unique brand of platform heroics has made his All-Stars cart a #1 seller all around the world.
I prefer more high-tech platform games, but if you're a Mario fan and haven't got this, you'd better check it out. 4 classic Nintendo games have been beefed up in the looks and sound department and packed into one cart. The characters and backgrounds are more detailed in the newer game of this collection, plus Mario gets cooler power-ups, like a raccoon tail he can use to swipe at enemies or hover in the air. There's also a bonus battle game that sets you against your own brother, Luigi. I found Mario & Company's response a bit dodgy in places through all of them. Still, it's quite addictive, and with so many worlds to explore, you'll be playing this for several lifetimes. A great package for the Mario fetishist. I'd give it an 88.
Up there, here's one for you. Not as easy as...
I don't know. What do you think?
I like it.
I told you.
Here we are away from Zoneland and at NMS Mag today to draw this monstrously huge competition from the combined efforts of Ocean, Interplay, Air New Zealand, The Zone, of course, NMS, Metro Games. There you go. So, here we have Mary, editor of NMS Mag.
That's me.
How are you, Mary?
Not too bad.
And she's going to help us draw out the competition today. We thought who better. Shall we go for it?
Why not?
Okay. Drum roll. And the winner is...
Stephen Miles of Crib Point.
Woo! Yeah! The NMS guys. Well, Stephen, you are one lucky man. But take hard losers, because you might not be losers. In fact, you might be winners. We've got 4 games from Metro Games for your Super Nintendo and 4 programmable 6-button joypads to give away. Your names will be coming up in just a sec. Well, that's it for the Clay Fighter comp. But we are going to have a competition from now on every week for giveaways and stuff. And the details of it go a little something like that. Zone Review regular Amos Wong extra excited. This classic game does. Its name, Super Bomberman.
If you haven't got Super Bomberman yet, I suggest you do so immediately. A fantastic 4-player battle mode where you have to blow up all your friends is too much fun to describe. It doesn't need over-the-top graphics for brilliant playability. 12 different mazes to choose from will keep you lot at each other for eons. My fave maze is the Power Zone, where each Bomberman can drop up to 6 bombs, each with a huge blast radius. With 4 players, you'd better keep your eyes peeled and think quick. The normal 2-player game is also very addictive and challenging, with really groovy bosses and nasties for you to bomb your way through. The music gets you highly vibed and the explosions really go off. For a maximum bomb-fest experience though, the 4-player multi-tap is essential. This classic game deserves a 90.
Loss of signal now.
Mechanical type shoot-em-ups are all the rage at the moment. Put them in space and throw in a heap of aliens and, well, they're even ragier. R-Type 3 on the Super Nintendo is no exception to the rule. It's big, it's bad, and it's heavily hyped. But is it any good? In the driver's seat, Rod and Amos.
Space-age shooting games have been around ever since the very first video game console, so any new shooter's going to have to be damn good to make an impression in this genre. Unfortunately, R-Type 3 isn't.
Just like Hollywood, sequel mania is rampant amongst games. R-Type 3 puts you against the Bidos once again, and this time they're nastier and uglier than before.
Both the graphics and the gameplay are bog standard. Sure, it's tough and very demanding in parts, but believe me, you've seen it all before. Stand R-Type 3 up against Starwing, or Parodius even, and it looks very ordinary indeed.
As a shooter, this is a solid but not brilliant game. The playability is good, but the sound could be better, and the R-Type look is a bit tired for my tastes. There are some groovy spitting mode 7-bits though. It's still enjoyable. Heaps of power-ups, a choice of 3 force lasers, and some pretty tough bosses will keep fans happy. There's other stuff around that does the job better, though, so I'd give it an 80.
The only people who will like this are fat old nerds who can remember when Pac-Man was new, and fans of the R-Type series. Actually, they're the same people. Boring. Amos has been way too kind. I give it 75.
To the winners of the Clay Fighter comp. We'll see the rest of you, same zone time, same zone station next week. Bye now.